guys, it's Christy with Zen Lotus Tarot, and I'm back with one of your North Node readings. Wow, got a lot here. Let me throw it on a card and see who we're even doing this for. Let me shuffle for just a second. I hope you're having an awesome day. It's like beautiful here. I don't know, like this is my favorite, absolute favorite time of the year, when you can like cozy up with a sweatshirt and it feels amazing and the sun's still shining and the trees are still beautiful, but like, you know, it's chilly enough to be in football. It's like football season weather, you know what I'm saying? Like campfires and, you know, fun stuff. So I'm enjoying that today, that I'm not sweating, you know, to be honest. So let's see, who's this reading for? Ooh, we got air signs. We'll go with Gemini. Gemini North Node. So if you have Gemini as your North Node, this is for you. The cards that came out for you, release fear, you know? Fears, we can talk about this all day, and I'm not going to be super long-winded about it, I promise, but fear is the only thing that ever holds us back from anything. And I don't care how you decide to, I don't know, mask it, right? We can make excuses for it. We can say that it's this, this, and this, but it's all about fear, bottom line. You know, even if it's subconsciously, that we don't even realize that it's a fear, it stops us in our tracks a lot of times, you know? And so it's like, at this time, you're being guided to release fear of anything. Get yourself centered, you know, balance, keeping yourself balanced, whether that's, you know, if you're doing too much of one thing versus another, if you're taking the time to making sure that you understand that, like, everything needs balance, whether it's if your eating goals are different. Well, you got to make sure you're drinking enough water in between your meals, or that you're getting enough nutrients, whether through vitamins and minerals and things like that. You know, you have to balance and make sure that everything in your body system allows you in the optimal health to stand up against your own fears, you know, to think clearly, to be able to go after the goals that you have for yourself. It's like balance in everything, whether that's work-life balance. It's like, if you're working a lot and you don't have a lot of free time, so maybe it's setting aside that hour in the morning to make sure you're doing the exercise that you love. And I don't care what that exercise is, as long as you're moving your body, you know, to keep it healthy and functional and feeling your best self. Exercise creates those endorphins within us, and it lowers our cortisol levels, you know, for those stress hormones that can make us sick, you know, if they're in our body for too long. So it's like you're recognizing at this time, in order to center yourself and to feel balance, that you're taking time to take care of yourself in whatever way you feel is the best for you. And it's like you're releasing fears, you know, coming to the conclusion that the only thing that you can control is you. Your growth, your evolution, your changing, your discerning, you know, because that Queen of Swords energy is like you're discerning what's good for you, what's not good for you, what is the way things, how can I move forward, you know, from that past triangle, you know, like how can I forgive, how can I love, how can I react, how can I respond, how can I grow from this, learn from it, take those lessons and transmute it into something grand, you know, for yourself. That just made me think of something, and I'll come back to it, but it's like the Queen of Swords talks about, you know, just knowing who you are, you know, standing your ground as far as like, you know what you deserve, you know what you're worth, you know how to cut out the BS, to be very honest, of life, of things that just don't help you to stay in that balanced feeling, you know, which is amazing because a lot of us can't do that, you know. We don't have that sort of discernment sharpened and perfected the way that it needs to. We're either over the top swinging swords, like, or we're too giving, you know? There's a perfect balance in the sword, and it's like, we can't always find that, and it's like, at this time, you are, you know, you're capable of utilizing your sword in a way that serves you and doesn't, you know, it's not to your detriment, it's to your advantage, you know? What else can Gemini know? Yeah, it seems like at the current time, you may be in your head a lot, you know, thinking a lot, doing a lot of discerning, a lot of trying to figure out or strategize or be logical about things. Clarify that for me. You're doing the you're doing the balancing act, right? Of this is so crazy. I just love when the cards are in synchronicity. You know what I mean? It's like it just allows the story to flow, and the ability for me to be able to tell you good advice, you know? And it's like today it's like you're stuck in between this loop of trying to figure out where is the correct balance for yourself in order to be strong, right? Be strong, sorry, but also be your loving heart and soul space that you long to be. Like, that's who you are. And it's like sometimes utilizing the sword the way that you have to in order to protect yourself in certain situations, or that people might not understand, is that you have to be more discerning. You have to be more picky, right? Picky with how you're communicating at this time, how you're allowing, it's almost like allowing your energy to be affected, you know? Because if you're this person, this Queen of Cups, on a regular basis, and you're loving and caring and giving, and you give too much, that leaves you open and vulnerable for being naive, or being taken advantage of, or being hurt. And it's like, you're like, listen, I had enough of the hurt. Like, I'm ready to like start figuring out how to use this sword correctly, you know, in a way that keeps me safe, but also allows me to be my authentic, loving self in a respectable manner that doesn't allow people to just take from me, you know. That's what you're trying to discern at this time, you know. And it's like you're putting an end to cycles where your loving, caring, giving aspects of your personality have been too much, you know, have been too understanding, have been too forgiving, have been too, because now you're facing the idea that you have to protect your energy, you know, like you know your worth, and you know what you give, and you know that that's lovely, and that's who you want to be, but you just have to be careful without, there's a balance, you know. And at this time you're really trying to figure that out for yourself, and so you may be holding back, you know, a lot, because at this time there may be something you're dealing with that doesn't allow you perfectly does not allow you to be exactly who you are from a heart and soul space to anybody. And it's like, I'm sorry that you're dealing with that, because that's tough. You know, it's tough when we feel like we're not being who we really are from a heart and soul space, you know? Especially if we're like, listen, we have to put up boundaries because this, and this is happening in my life. And I've recognized from that triangle of hodgepodge of of things of my life that didn't go in my favor or could have been detrimental to me in some way, that I've now got to be a little bit more protective of myself. I've got to be a little bit more discerning of who can. I'm an empath, so I take on people's energy, so I have to be very careful on how I move, how I go, how I love, how I give, how I share, my energy. And it's like, you're juggling a lot of balls, and that's what she said. But like, you're juggling and you're discerning which balls I have to drop right now, because things are a little hectic for me, and there's a lot of things that are going on in my life that I can't really talk about right now, unfortunately. And so it's like, you're juggling and you're figuring out which balls need to be dropped and which balls need to be kept, and but you're passionate about your new beginnings to come. It's like, what you want, you're super passionate about it, you have all these great ideas, and it's like you are perfecting right now who you are from a heart and soul space. And you're going to receive good news, like super good news. What's the good news? What's the good news? This could come in the form of a job opportunity. This could come in the form of a contract, of a new business idea, of a new partnership, of a new beginning and stability, because the Queen of Pentacles talks about stability. Like, you are now understanding that there are some things that don't serve you, and that you're protective, and you're nurturing, and you're caring, and you're giving, and you're loving, and you are looking for that kind of stuff in return. It's no more give until you're empty, because we have to be fulfilled, whatever that is, and you're figuring out those things within you that you control in order to feel those feelings of fulfillment, that feeling of excitement, that feeling of wanting to get up in the morning and go after what it is that you desire. It's like, but whatever you're going through right now, there's going to be good news for you, and that's going to lead to you being stable. Where'd that card go? I swear I saw one go. Maybe not. Didn't I? No. Yeah, you may be collaborating. You may be working on things. You may be finding a new job. This is new opportunities coming your way. And this leads to wish fulfillment, which is like, you being excited about whatever it is you do for work. That's amazing. Like, just that in and of itself is phenomenal, because who doesn't get to wake up and do exactly what they love every single day? Like, if you can find that in a job opportunity, that's amazing. What's advice? How can they keep going on this path of this North Star? Gemini. Yeah, you're gonna get a message about this in some way. And you may be moving, you may be getting a new home, but this is transformation, complete transformation of the way things were for you in the past in some way, and the way that they are moving in your future. If you can just focus on discerning how to utilize your love and heart, and without getting hurt, nobody wants to be hurt, but we're not gonna be fearful either. It's like, we're gonna be you're gonna be who you are from a heart and soul space, right? But you're also gonna realize your inner worth, and your inner abilities, and your inner compass on how to protect yourself, And so this leads to the Wheel of Fortune for you going in your favor, things working out for you, things moving in the right direction. as long as you can keep that balance without the fear of it, you know? Fear can make us armor up, you know? And even create blockages for us. And it's like, if you can get to that perfect balance of knowing who you are, feeling confident in that, giving it without expectation. Because, you know, here's the thing, giving your love should just come naturally, you know? Giving of your heart should be a natural thing. At the same time, you don't have to overgive in order to prove anything. You know what I mean? It's like give because you want to, because you feel it, because it's who you are. And don't be fearful of utilizing your sword if you need to, you know, to balance out your heart, you know, and you're protective and protecting your energy. Yes. And you're passionate. You're full of passionate new beginnings and ideas. It's like you're this independent person, and you're moving on towards this more stable version of yourself, you know, as far as your finances are concerned, as far as your investments are concerned, as far as your businesses are concerned, as far as your relationships are concerned. It's like, you know your worth, and you're looking for somebody who matches you, matches your energy, matches your give, matches your heart, you know, and matches your sword as well, because they know their worth. And so you're gonna get it. I'm just saying. So Gemini, I hope this has helped you in some way. If it has, tell me what you're working on. Tell me what job you're waiting for. Tell me about that new business idea or whatever. I mean, you don't have to tell me, but like, subscribe, share, do whatever. Have a great day.